Hey, this is Judah Mantell from SceneForge Studio, and in this video I'm going to go over version 0.6.6. So let's jump right in. Now you might notice that I'm not using that version, I'm using the previous one, 0.6.5. That's because I want to show off the new update system. So I can click check for updates, or it'll check automatically when I open the app. And you'll see there's version 0.6.6 is now available. Now previously, when I were to click yes, it would automatically open the browser and you can download and install it from there. It worked, but it was not the seamless experience that I was looking for from SceneForge. So now it has a self-updater. When I click yes, it'll switch to this launcher mode that automatically downloads the latest version from our server, and when it's finished, it'll open that up for you and you can follow the steps to install it. So it kind of gives the illusion of this seamless launcher experience while only having a single application. So I'm going to click cancel before it finishes. So now let's talk about the fun things. I'm going to open up the project. And I'm going to change the time of day and fix the ground material tiling. Let's make it a nice, something like that. So first you can see we have this light here that has a cross kind of going through the light beam. That is a light cookie that I talked about in the last video. So previously the cookies only worked with IES profiles, but now you can set it up with any black and white or grayscale texture. So when I select the IES profile or cookie button, I can select any image. So this is just a JPEG of a black and white texture. And you can see it gets applied to my light to kind of give this flashlight effect. You can see it's just a grayscale image that has the positive and negative parts of our mask. And this can go even further. I can do a little more stylized and add this image, which is that X. So you can kind of create the illusion of looking through a window with your light, and things like that. Of course, it does still work with IES profiles that you can set up if you want that more realistic effect. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about my favorite new feature, and that is the rendering output. So when I go into shoot mode, we have our camera view over here. It's very, very blue. I'll change the time of day again, just so it's a little... All right. So previously we have our spout output, which allows you to open up a SceneForge camera view in another application that accepts spout output, or on Mac it's Siphon. So when I enable this, you can see now in my OBS recorder that I'm using, I have my SceneForge camera window. But if I wanted to be a little more, flexible with where I put that window, I can use this new feature called Render to External Window. So I'm going to turn off spout. And if I enable this toggle, Render to External Window, you'll see a new window pops up on your computer, on your desktop. And this is fully resizable, and you can move it around, put it on another monitor, make it full screen, whatever you want. And this is essentially just a real-time window into your application that renders the camera view over here. So it's a simple feature, but it makes it easier to put your camera view wherever you want, while still having control over the SceneForge application. So you can see, while editing, I can move my camera around, and when I go back into shoot mode, it'll update it. Now, if you want full real-time updates, you do need to have an instance of the camera open. So let's open up the little viewfinder here, and now I can position my camera wherever I want. So it makes collaboration easier. It works great for the in-camera VFX system. There's so many things you can do with it, and it works really well. And this is running completely natively. It's not a movable window inside of SceneForge. It is standalone for your Windows or Mac device. So it works on Mac too, which is great. I'm going to turn this off. Keep in mind that you can't close the window directly. You have to close it through SceneForge. And those are the main new features in this release. Now, the other big thing is that the Mac version is working. It's stable, it has all the same features, and it works really well. It's not publicly available just yet, so I can offer better support for those using it, but if you do want private beta access, you can email support@sceneforge.app, and I'll send you a download link. It also means you get free access to the Pro version for a limited time while you're testing the app, just as an incentive to get some good feedback while we're running through it. And it just means we send bug reports and things like that to help us figure out how to make this Mac version the best it possibly could be, which is super cool. So if you're interested in that, you can send an email to support@sceneforge.app and we can set you up with that. And with that, thank you so much for watching. This has been version 0.6.6. I will see you in the next video.